Oh shit. Okay. Hello everyone. No, oh my God. Oh my God. That's being stressful. It's better when we're just starting at the base. Okay, just go, babe. See?
I love that. I was like, Lauralie, you take the reins today. You say hi, guys, and welcome back. And you
Hi everyone. Oh my God. Yeah. How? What?
Hello, and welcome back to the Say More podcast, episode 31. And we have some exciting news to tell you before we get this episode started.
Which has been starting, but
I
Phoebe,
know,
like when we're doing something different like that, like you shouldn't have never tell me that it was
I know.
recording already, because like now I'm like all messed up in my head. Okay. What's up everyone? Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful Monday. Monday for you guys, Wednesday for us. But before we get that episode started, just like Phoebe said, hi Phoebe. Hi love.
Hi. Hi, my love.
So you guys have been so awesome and great. And unfortunately, our venue, which is amazing, is absolutely maxed out. So for our event on January 13th, which is this Saturday, which include the glute camp and then the live podcast, we are max capacities. So Phoebe and I were discussing, we're like, what are we gonna do? So, drum roll, we are going to host another event on this Sunday, January 14th.
The
And if
exact
you're
same
watching,
event.
yes, exact same event. If you guys are watching or listening to us on without the video right now, please go, because you see Phoebe just like making some hooray stuff and yay stuff. But yeah, January 14th, you guys, we are going to host another Say More podcast event. So same event as Saturday the 13th. We're copy pasting basically the same thing, but obviously the live podcast is going to be different because the audience is going to be different. So tickets are going to be on sale for that event December 1st, opening at 9 a.m. So if you didn't have the chance to get your tickets for January 13th because they went sold out so quick,
Like shocked, like shocked.
yes, it's going to be the same for this one too. So just make sure you run and get your ticket. We did that because so many of us, of you guys, so many of you guys haven't got the chance of grabbing your ticket before it got sold out because it was so quick. And there's a lot of people that are traveling out of town for that. So that's why people were grabbing their tickets first and then uh, planning their trip. Make sure that you grab that for Sunday, the January 14th. The tickets are going to be on sale on December 1st. They're going to be on the Say More
On
podcast.
the Same More podcast website, which you can find in the link in the YouTube channel. So if you're watching this on YouTube, go down to the link in the description box below and you'll get the ticket. All the information is on there. The venue, obviously the address, and what we're going to do once you get your tickets, we're going to hopefully probably at around mid-December send you guys obviously any recommendations like for places in the area like we did last time, Airbnbs if you need to. Like Lauralie said, like definitely grab your tickets as soon as you hear this podcast. Obviously, because this podcast is coming out 3 days after obviously the tickets go live, but hopefully they're not sold out by then because I don't think they will be either. But just grab them. Just grab them quick because literally they sold out within a week and or we just completely maxed out in the last time. So it's going to be a really, really fun event. And last time, a lot of people had a lot of fun being able to do like the glute workout, connect with so many different people. And what do you know what I love the most is like, I see a few of the girls and they've actually like stayed in contact and like, they're like commenting on people's like on each other's posts and like tagging Same Old Podcast from like throwback, like want to go back to this event. And I'm like, that like warms my heart so much.
Yeah, no, it's the sweetest. And I'm sure, I mean, I know that we're going to get some of the people that were there on the first one are going to come to the second one, which is that one. And I wouldn't be shocked if there's girl that are literally going Saturday and Sunday. So spend like the entire weekend with us. I mean, Phoebe is in Miami. Take that opportunity because it doesn't happen often, our little traveler. But yeah, guys, um
Get your
Exciting,
tickets.
but I'm nervous. Phoebe is like, let's go. I'm like, I'm a little nervous because we're going to
Yeah.
be 30 and it's going to be packed and it's a lot of good energy. You guys don't get me wrong. Every time, I mean, the last podcast was so cool. It was so fun, so funny, like crazy questions. We cried, we laughed,
I was
like
gonna say,
all
I
the good
cried
stuff.
10 minutes into the bloody podcast. You made me cry like literally 10 minutes into the podcast. And I was like, wow, this is emotional already.
So we're not expecting anything less. It's just going to get better. We're going to get some goodies made for you guys. Phoebe and I, we have more time now. That event was successful just after 2 weeks, so like now we have
Mm.
obviously higher expectation. You know how we get, you guys. You know how me and Phoebe gets for you. We always put all of our love, because you guys are so awesome. So can't wait to see you on January 13 or 14 or both. And yeah, grab your ticket if you didn't already. And
I think the last event was so crazy. Like it was so much fun. I felt like almost like tired from how overwhelmed like I felt from just all the emotion. Like when I got back, you know, when you just kind of sit and you're like, wow. Like you're just like, I don't know what I feel. I don't know if I feel happy or like overwhelmed or like just like all the emotions kind of flooding. But it was amazing. Like I loved the last event, so I'm excited for the next.
me
It's
too.
gonna be good. But how are you, my girl? How are things? I've only literally spoke to you like last Sunday, so it doesn't feel like I felt like I've caught up with you. But how have you? How's the start of your week been so far?
Good, good, not bad,
Yeah.
no complaints. Yeah, I get to see my parents, every day, almost, even if it's like for 10 minutes or like 20 minutes. So that's been really good. And I think it's good. It's like cooler in Florida, so a little bit of like fall-ish vibes,
Yeah.
post Thanksgiving. And yeah, it's good. How about you, babies?
That's nice. Yeah, good. Like things have just been chilling now. Obviously, I feel like November, December are always like a lot more like quieter vibes, aren't they? They're a lot more like steady. Like nothing's like really like hectic. Nothing really feels like too overwhelming. Anyway, for me anyway. So I feel like it's nice. Like I'm in a good routine. I do go back to the UK in 4 weeks though. So I'm like, but I kind of obviously I want to because it's Christmas, but I kind of like I've just got into like a good routine here. I feel really like good. And like in 4 weeks' time, I'm gonna have to kind of like do a new routine. But I'm trying to not think about it and just kind of live in the moment and be like, I'm happy with what I have now. When I go to the UK, we'll get a new routine. It's no worries. So, but no, I'm good. Things are good.
That's awesome, babe. Do you feel like you get in a better routine and just more productive when it's less chaotic, or do you feel like you manage well in chaos? Like, or do you feel
I
more
f-
focused now?
like I feel less. Yeah, I do prefer having a routine when it's less. It's weird because like, and I say this to my friends all the time, and they're like, "You're weird." Like I thrive when I'm like in like in a bit of chaotic like environment. So like when I'm like obviously in the US or whatever, and like I'm in prep and whatnot, and there's like I'm very very busy. I thrive in that energy, which feels weird because I have to. If that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
if I don't thrive, then it's all gonna fall to shit. Do you know what I mean? So, but when I'm a little bit more like so for example, like business wise or whatever, when you're quieter, you've got not much going on, obviously prep's finished. I feel like I just get a little bit more settled sometimes. Obviously I'm not, but I feel like I'm just kind of a little bit more level, which is obviously good. And you need that sometimes obviously within life, because otherwise you're just gonna burn out. And I know if I was to push things like hard the moment, I would burn out. Um, so I do need like a little bit of a steady moment, which is nice. But yeah, I feel like I thrive in chaos, which is weird. But
But
that's just me.
you don't get bored. Like you're just
No. Uh, I kind of do. That's why I travel so much though, because I'm like, okay, it's time to go. Like, and I get like not bored, but I think I want to try experience new things. I love experiencing new things and mixing things up sometimes. So I'm like, right, let's go to America. Right, let's go to the UK.
yeah, traveling is so fun. It's so
Yeah.
fun. I remember I used to
It's
like travel every other week, when oh my God, for the
it's
last
a lot.
yeah. It's a lot, but it makes you like your focus is different. You're just kind of like humping on and it's just like you need to get your laundry done because you need to go the next day. Everything's just like go go go.
Mm,
um So yeah, not getting bored was kind of hard for me when I stopped traveling, but I just put it into like more homey stuff. Like I love being home now and like make home being a home. And
Oh,
yeah, so I went on my little like Target shopping. I was like looking for a center table, like little things that I normally don't do because like if it was only for me, like my house would probably be completely empty and just have like a basic ass bed and then that's it. And just one set of like fork and a knife and like I know that would be my house
no.
because I would never be there and I would just like live from the bare minimum and I don't like having a lot of stuff either. Like
Mm.
I just clean out my closet, babe, and I'm basically I only have like a dresser with stuff that are folded and like one little thing of clothes. Like I don't like having a lot of stuff. I have one pair of black heels, one pair of beige heels, and then
To be fair, same. I'm not a person that has like loads of different stuff. I did the same. I actually did a massive clear up recently, and we're trying to find like a clothes bank to try and like give all of our old clothes away because I'm like, I've had this dress for like 6 years and I have not wore it for about 4 years. It needs to go. Like, I don't need you anymore. But I don't know. Are you like a hoarder? Do you like keep a lot of things when you have them?
my God, no. And
Oh,
it's so funny that you say that, hoarder, because I want to say that my parents are not, but they're like borderline hoarders, but they're not like they just take care of their stuff like a lot. Like my mom has
mm.
like three instant pot of like different sizes, but they just in case I might want one when I come, but they take care of their stuff.
My
Like my
dad's the exact same.
I
He
think
has
my
an
mom.
old air fryer he has not used for like 4 years because I used to use it. And he's like, well, when you come back, you can use it. And I'm like, Dad, I've come back like 6 times and I have not used it. You can chuck it away. He's like, well, you might need it. I'm like, no, no.
My parents are the same. So like I'm not that and I just feel like it probably comes from that. But my parents like really teached us of like taking care of our own things and we only had I remember we only had two pairs of shoes a year. So we had to take care of them for a long time. It's not because we were missing of anything. It was just like you need to take care of your things because we're not gonna buy one at the middle of the year if you have a hole in them. So like make sure you clean them. And my dad had a pair of shoes for like 30 years. Like he would repair things. He would clean like every we would have like a day like shoe cleaning. We would clean all the shoes and yeah, my parents take care of their stuff a lot. So, but it's overwhelming. Like my dad is, he has like a trailer that he parks with like all of my stuff in there. And he's like, just in case, you want to have, I'm like, Dad, I'm going to buy another bed. But it was like a brand new bed that we had in their house, but now, I've obviously moved like a long time ago, but a brand new bed. I'm like, you can sell them and like give it to someone that would need it,
Needs it.
a full kitchen set. I'm like, a full battery of casserole. They're like, just in case. I'm like, I told my brother, I'm like, this is on you. If they ever move out of the house, this is on you guys because
I'm not clearing that out.
oh my God, I don't even know how they're gonna be able to do that. But no, I try to keep myself. I think I could pack my life in my car,
I
and
I
which I
can admit I cannot. I don't think. No,
I
I
think you
probably could.
could,
I could. Yeah, I think I
especially
could.
with the move you made from UK to like Dubai. You had to compact everything
Yeah,
and just
true.
be
Yeah,
like, okay, we're
true.
just gonna get the essential. And what happened when you moved to Dubai? Like, what did you bring, like, at furniture wise? Nothing, right? You didn't bring any
No,
furniture,
nothing.
did you?
So funny story. Like, I don't know how many people I've told like publicly this, but like when we moved to Dubai, because it wasn't a decision, like I'd never had any. And actually, it was funny. In 2019, I came to Dubai and I was like, I don't really like it. I was like, I'm not a fan. Like, it's too flashy for me. It's not my vibe. Like, it's a nice country, but I'm not vibing with it. Whatever. Then come a year later, I took Max on holiday here for his birthday present. And obviously it was during COVID times. But when I bought the tickets, it wasn't obviously, I didn't know that. So, but at the time when everyone was coming here was like around like November, December 2020, because it was one of the only countries that was actually open because during the pandemic, obviously they'd shut down like military, like no one was allowed to go out, and they really nipped it in the bud quick. So then they could open up back up in like November, December onwards and stuff. So we went, and it was great because obviously, well, I say it's great, but things were open, because thank God if nothing was open, it would be a wasted holiday. But anyway, when we came here and I decided to move, Max actually had to go back home and clear out our apartment in 10 days, sell everything on like Facebook Marketplace, get rid of everything. I've still got videos on my phone of like him like calling me on FaceTime and being like, what do you want me to bring you? Because like I obviously was like, had to sort out the business, had to get us an apartment. So I had to stay here because obviously if we left, then it'd be harder to get, like, we couldn't sort out the business obviously or whatever. So he went home, quit his job, so like literally cleared out the entire apartment in like 10 days, got rid of the sofa, like sold everything or gave things away for free. We had to just pack it all up. And if we didn't get rid of it, he just literally left it on the side of the road. Because what you can do in the UK is you can leave things on the side of the road. Well, I say leave things on the side of the road, but you can put things on the side and most of the time just say, you can take it for free, right, and people will just take it. And it wasn't loads of stuff, don't get me wrong, we didn't just litter the side of the road, but there was a few things, like a few clothes, there was a microwave, like other like small essentials. And my dad, because we lived around the corner from my dad back in the day, and he said, all of it's gone. And I was like, sweet, okay, at least someone's taken it, it's gone to good use, this is great. Yeah. But yeah, at least some of it went to, like, it was all gone, like none of it was left. Like there was a few like a box of clothes, a microwave, and then something like a kettle, I think we left that like in front of our apartment, and dad was like, it's gone now. I was like, sweet. So but we had to empty everything out. Like, well, I say Max had to empty everything out. So he got rid of loads of clothes. Like I was like, there's so much stuff that I don't need. And Max is pretty savage when it comes to like clearing out stuff. I'm like, but it's because of I feel like that's like my dad's like little like habits, like coming like, oh no, I could wear that. No, one time he's like, you haven't worn that ever. Like in like 2 years, it's going. And I'm like, okay, gonna miss you. Like top that I haven't worn for like 6 years. Bye. Like, so Max is pretty savage with like clearing things out, whereas I'm like a bit more of like, oh, I can hang on to it, I can wear that. He's like, no, you can't. But I mean, when we moved, yeah, we were forced to clear everything out.
How long were you living in that apartment in the UK before? Like a year or two or like 3?
A year and a half. Yeah, a year and a half. That we literally had no like desire to move. There was no like, yeah, we want to move with it. This. We're really comfortable in that place. And it was like our first apartment together as well. So it was such a special place. I didn't even get to say bye to it. So every time we go past it in the UK, and I'm like, I hope you're getting looked after. But yeah, so obviously I wouldn't change it for the world, but still it's like, it's crazy like how much things change and stuff.
Crazy times.
So
but yeah, moving definitely forces you to like, I mean moving from a town alone, yes, but like for a different country, like that's a different ball game. Like you just can't. Yeah.
It didn't feel too bad in the moment. It did not feel too bad in the moment, but then I think looking back, I was like, okay, Jesus Christ, like it was a lot. Like it was a lot. Looking back at it, and I was like, how did I actually handle my mental health back then? I really didn't, but it's okay. We strive onwards anyway. But it made me laugh when you said about your dad and the shoes, because my dad's the exact same. We've tried to buy him new pairs of shoes, and they're still in the box from like 2 years ago for Christmas. He's like, oh, thank you. Wears the same pairs of shoes. We're like, Dad, get rid of these shoes. That's why we bought you new ones. He's like, I like them. They're so comfortable. I'm like, they look like they're like my old shoes. And then do you know what the hilarious thing is? I don't know. Hopefully my sister will be okay with me saying this, but my sister's ex-boyfriend, he left a pair of his old shoes at the house from like 5 years ago. Dad still wears them to this time. They're like his favorite pair of shoes, and Alice is like scarred. She's like, those are his fucking shoes. Get rid of them.
No, she'll have to get rid of them. But like, I would
ban them. Just ban them.
Bro, but I would be scared to like take something out of my mom, because my mom would get like aggravated sometimes. She's like, this is like your
yeah.
Like I have no space, you know? And but for some reason I'm like, just throw them away then, you know, if it makes you like that, She's like, I could never. I'm like, so
Yeah.
then you can't say anything,
Then you have to keep it. It's not my problem.
But it's crazy to me that my dad would like, no, that is something missing. Same thing with your dad. Like, imagine if you take,
Yeah.
you wouldn't take
I
the,
have before, to be fair. I've cleared out because I don't know if your dad's the same with food or like your parents are the same with food. My dad will cook for an army of like fucking 30 and freeze it all and just wait for me and my sister to get home and be like, oh, we can like unfreeze it. And I'm like, but like, I'm not coming home for 2 months. So why are you cooking for an army of 30 now? And I'm not going to eat that food. So sometimes I unclear the fridge. And he's like, why did you chuck that away? And I'm like, because it's been in there for about 5 months frozen and you have no room. But that's definitely his culture and his background coming out, because that's what he used to do. He used to cook for obviously all of his family. It's a huge family. So that's his culture for him anyway. So,
yeah, and it's
but it's cute.
like love
It's funny
language for
though.
sure too. Especially
Yeah.
after meeting your dad, like I'm just like, oh my God, this is like such a big
That
part,
photo, I forgot to ask. I forgot to ask you for that photo. When you put that on your story, I sent it, screenshot it, sent it to my dad. He was like, oh, thank you for this photo. I was going to ask you for this. I was like, that was so cute.
Such a
So
sweet thing.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. So, shall we get into the topic
I'm
of
like,
today's?
I'm actually so excited for this episode. Like I just need a good,
This is so fun. Just a laugh. Just a laugh.
yes,
I'll start off light, but what we're going to do today, what do you call it? You call it this or that?
I think so. Yeah.
I call it would you rather. That's like I don't know, like if that's an American thing, sorry, a UK thing, or this and that. Because I've heard the phrase from a lot of Americans and Canadians like this and that versus would you rather. Would you
Is
rather
it
is a very UK
this or
term.
that? I don't even know.
Yeah, have you heard the term would you rather before?
I don't know. Only on
Have
Instagram,
you
I think.
not?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, you have Truth or Dare. That's like a game that you used to play like at every birthday.
Yeah. But
Truth
would
or
you rather
Dare.
was like a would you rather was like I don't know if you played that, like I played that when I was in college for like a drinking game and stuff. Like would you rather?
That's why I'm trying to remember the drinking game that we used to play. It's but it was like very sexual. Is that another drinking
I
like?
think it is. I think would you rather can be sexual though, because people would ask like, would you rather do this or would you rather do this? But I don't know how that actually is drinking, because obviously you just answer the question
Right, or
and
it's like for
then
a million
drink after
dollar,
it.
would you da, 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 like for $1 million, would you da, da, and it just like accentuates like it
The
just
one
like get
game I was obsessed with, the one game I was obsessed with in college was Ring of Fire. Did you ever play that?
no, what is it?
Oh, it's a Ring of Fire. Comment down below if you're watching on YouTube if you played Ring of Fire. That was like a very like big drinking game in the UK that like that was like a staple. Like, okay, like who's bringing the cards, who's bringing the like whatever. So you have to have like cards and stuff. It's a long game, so I'm not going to explain it, but it's like look it up, like Ring of Fire. It's such a fun game. It's a great
Okay,
icebreaker as well. But
yeah,
yes, today's topic is would you rather. So keeping it nice, fun, and light. I'll start off with like fun because there's a lot of like really random ones. So it goes from like prepping ones, fitness ones, and then all of a sudden like fucking weird, weird questions. So I'll start off with the light stuff first. Okay, well this isn't really massively light, but would you rather your bikini top or bottoms breaking on stage?
bro. Why is it so good and you call this light? Okay,
No, I know. I don't know. When I saw that, I was
top,
like, I actually
top,
don't.
top.
I feel, yeah, top. A top you can grab. But if the bikini bottoms are on, bro, oh my, that's actually my worst nightmare. My worst nightmare. Like if anything was to happen, like for stage, everything could go wrong. But if that was to go wrong, no, I just couldn't.
Because the bottom would
Yeah, it
break
would have to
like
be top.
on the
And it would
connectors
come
too.
off.
No,
Yeah.
it would like come off on
You wouldn't be able
both
to.
sides, butt crack and full crack. No, hell no. Top for sure.
Oh my God, no. No, yeah, top. Because top you could at least cover and you could just run off stage and that's fine. But imagine trying to run off stage if the bottoms are broken. You just, I just couldn't. I just could not.
Imagine running off
Oh my
stage
God,
like
that's my
holding your
worst
bikini
nightmare.
bottom. I'm fucking dead.
No, that's my worst nightmare. Fuck my life, no. Okay, so that's light. That's the first one. That's
Very
a good
light.
one though. Um, Lo, would you rather be Miss Olympia 2024 or be handed $1 million? I'm like,
Um,
fuck.
right now, right now, my answer is Miss Olympia. Right now, because I only have
That's
am
all you have.
so close. Like I'm so close. It would still be work. It's still earned. Right now, I want to say that
Yeah,
because I
but
only
it's tough.
because I only
It's
have
so
me.
tough.
If I had kids and I don't
Your
know.
life is right. Your life is right to fit that goal, though, right now. If you had
Yeah.
other priorities, other commitments that you think, okay, actually, that would probably be better if I was to have that, then that makes more sense, like the 1 million or whatever. I mean, I would honestly say the million. I think. I don't
Wait, yeah,
know.
bro. I don't know. That's such a tough question.
That's a really tough one. There was another one as well that was like, would you rather Miss Olympia, the Miss Olympia title, or to be engaged? I was like, oh,
Ooh.
I was like, well, you can get engaged anytime. So, I mean,
Damn.
these are tough. These are actually really tough. Like, because I was reading them earlier and I was like, oh, cool, yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
I'm
yeah. But I
excited.
actually
And I'm
didn't
like,
thinking about it. I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty
I
tough to answer.
I thought like they would ask us like almond milk or fucking oat milk. Now you're
Oh,
asking
don't
me
worry,
this
we've got those
Olympia.
as well. We've got
Okay,
those as well. Fucking
but these
everyone's
are the
literally
light.
said,
Wait. These are the light questions. Like, how come you fucking start with that? Like, what is your fucking measurement?
what's the measurement? Oh,
Phoebe,
that's
Phoebe is
so
Phoebe's like,
funny.
oh, there's a light rain outside, and you look outside, it's a fucking hurricane. The fuck? It's just a light little rain. It's just drizzling outside. It's a
I
fucking
forgot about
hurricane.
these. I forgot about these to be fair, because I'm at the bottom, so I thought what I can see at the moment, that's the lightest question out of the
I
ones that I can
cannot.
actually see versus the ammo. I forgot about those ones to be fair. That's funny. But yeah, I mean, the $1 million one, I honestly think I would say the million.
Yeah, if you can compete after, like, wait, how does that work?
Yeah,
Like, it needs
it's
a full, no,
specifics.
it needs a full assessment. If I can take $1 million, take a full year off, come back strong after. Fuck yeah.
I think it's like the title or $1 million. That's it, and that's how I think it. Would you rather is always like this or that. There's no in between. So it's like if you get the title, obviously. But the thing is, you can also earn. Obviously, you can earn $1 million. It's just very very hard to do that in like.
It's possible. Would the title give you that without working though? Like you're getting like $1 million without the work. Like would
Yeah,
the title give you the $1 million? Like
could do. To be fair, depending
no,
on
but
how your
you
business
need
is set
to
up and
work.
stuff.
You
Yeah.
need to work. You need to use your platform and all these things. I don't know.
To be fair, actually, now you've changed my perspective. I kind of think the title would actually make the business grow and have more longevity to it. Versus if I was just to have the million, I feel like I wouldn't give up working, but I would be a lot more like stagnant probably because, or you would have thought you'd be a lot more stagnant because you just got the million. You're like,
You,
I've got a million. Like, anyway, do you know what I mean?
yeah, I would put it like into investment and just kind of like
Mm,
sleep on it, let my money like work for me. That's what I would do with my million and just like live off the interest or whatever.
yeah.
But damn, I would still go for the title then the year after. Fuck that. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
no,
it just depends on your happiness in that moment as well. Like, yeah,
and your
no.
age where you're at, like I said, like if you don't have kids and like responsibility, like for me, like it's my time right now. Like I'm there to like work and like earn the
Yeah.
title. But I'm saying that because I also have the Miss International. I'm always like forgetting that is also a
A
fucking big
thing.
title. You know what I'm saying? Like you have an Arnold title. Like this is not nothing. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, it's true.
I get it why people are just like, Miss Olympia or that. I get it. Okay,
Yeah, and
next.
you're like, yeah, that was a tough one, and that wasn't even one of the tough questions or the harder questions. There's a few people that have asked some deep stuff, which is really cool. So, okay, we'll go a little bit lighter now. Would you rather eat granola or brown bread from Cheese Factory? I'm brown bread from Cheese Factory girl, but I know you like granola and you like the brown bread, so that might be harder for you.
Jesus Christ, even that is not light. I'm such a bro. I'm so
Oh,
indecisive.
oh
I
my
need
God. I was just about to say, I was like, you're indecisive, but you're like, you're the type of person is you're not indecisive, but you need to have both, like, thought through both options, like, a lot for anything.
babe.
And it's
Listen,
so funny. Like, the way that we just answered that question, you were like, but if I can compete this. And I'm intrigued to say what you're going to hear about the granola and the brown bread. Go on. Go on.
okay. Yes, because you know that was coming. Okay, listen. Granola is so like you can have it as a snack. You can have it in milk. Like it's sweet. And
Mm,
when I have a sweet tooth, it's like mm, granola is so convenient. Brown bread
yeah,
is
it
also
is.
so good. Um,
Especially the one from Cheesecake, because it is a
no,
bit sweeter
yes,
as well.
absolutely. And it's like you can put like if there's the butter, if it comes bread and butter, I'm gonna say fuck. Hold on, granola
But you can
is
also
just
put it with other things. Like I've never tried it with like other spreads. Like you could put so much with the spreads, like the
yeah,
bread
but
with
the
the
bread
spreads.
alone is already so good.
I know.
I'm gonna say bread and butter, like from cheesecake. Yeah,
It is so
fuck.
good though. It's so good.
It is so good. But it's just like yesterday I had a granola bowl and I had like a bowl with like yogurt and like berries and there were no granolas and I just put like mini wheats in it and it just wasn't the same. So
It
like
wasn't the same.
now I'm obviously craving granolas, so it's a tough question at the moment. But
Now you're like,
love you.
I don't want to switch my answer. This is an easier one for you because I feel like I know what you're gonna answer. Give up coffee or give up ice cream.
Oh, ice cream.
Yeah, I was like, that's easy for you. You're like, nah, give up ice cream all day. Yeah, for me as well. No question about it. Would you rather be freezing cold backstage or boiling hot?
Fuck. Again.
I think I'd be freezing because I can't deal with being hot. I hate being hot, like backstage especially.
Both of it have is like plus. So when you're freezing, your metabolism starts running like crazy, which for me can be an
Mm,
issue. I can start losing weight like a maniac if I'm freezing, and then I'm
yeah,
flat, and then I can't fill out, and it's just a shit show. Um, but boiling hot when you have the tan on it, and you're just, I'd rather
it's
be
so
freezing. No,
uncomfortable.
I'd rather be freezing
Yeah, because
cold
then
and
as soon
have.
as you go under those stage lights as well, when you're hot, oh my God, it's the worst thing ever. Like when you're already hot backstage, you're like, oh my God, I need to go on stage. I remember when we did that show together in um where was it? In November. I can't remember which one it was, but and it was already hot backstage and I was like, I'm dying. And then we had to walk on stage and do our routine and stand under those lights. I was like, I actually can't. It was so hot.
Was
So
it
yeah, I'd
sack?
rather be freezing cold. Yes. Yeah, it was. That was a hot show.
Yeah,
That was a very,
those
very
nights
hot
were
show.
hot.
Yeah, that was hot. Stairs or stair master or treadmill.
Would you rather Stairmaster or treadmill? Treadmill. Hello.
Yeah, treadmill. I hate stairs. Yeah, I'm
Fuck
not.
no.
I've never done. I'd say never. I've never done stairs for prep either. I always either do cross trainer or I do yeah or treadmill. I just prefer it.
I did a
I'm
prep
really
of
bad at it.
two.
People are gonna come at me.
I did a prep of 7 days a week, 2 hours of stairs, high intensity, no hands. Yeah,
Oh, to be
yeah.
fair, I've done hit on stairs before, but not like a full hour of like cardio. Like, oh my God, that's tough. Yeah,
Do you
that's
know
tough.
how bad it is for your
Credits
joints,
credits to
though?
people.
No.
That's what I mean. So that when I do it, that's the reason. One, I get a really big quad pump when I'm on the stairs, and it's so uncomfortable. But then also my hips are really tight. Like I remember once I did it, and I was like even for like 10 minutes, I'm like my hips are locking up, like they're so sore. So which is probably an issue I should really get resolved. But But they're just really, really tight when I'm on the stairs. So I just um prefer
Treadmill.
doing treadmill because I still
Yeah.
get lean from treadmill and I still get lean from cross trainer. So okay, this is a bit of a deeper one. So buckle in. Would you rather ha- would you rather have a minute conversation with your past self or your future self? I actually don't know.
With my future self,
Yeah.
just to like ask her, like, am I on the fucking right track right now?
Yeah.
Because what are you
Is
gonna say
everything
to,
going to be okay?
yeah, what are you gonna say to your future self, like your past
Your
self?
past.
Like,
Yeah.
don't worry, you'll be fine. Like,
Yeah.
no, like you just no, I wanna know, like, are we good? Are we Gucci? Like,
Yeah. It's so weird though,
um,
because that conversation, like I feel like obviously it's not a thing, but knowing what could potentially obviously go on in the future, I think would scare me more. Do you not think?
it would make you
Depending on what it
fear.
is, depending on what it is, but I feel like I like the fact, not like I don't know my life, but I like the fact of like having a bit of spontaneous living in my life, like going here, going there. Like it's not obviously like planned in advance. I'm not planning my life for like 5 years ahead. But I feel like if I know what goes on, I don't know. I think that would be weird.
Wait, hold on. That's just like, hold
Do you know
on
what I
with my
mean?
brain. Yeah, but if I go talk to my past self, then my past self is talking to the future self. So now,
Yeah. So it's the
so now,
same.
so it's the same. Yeah.
It's the
Cancel
same,
question.
technically. Cancel question. Cancel question. We don't even need to fucking review it. I mean, that's weird though. Do you not think? Like, actually thinking, like, deep in that question, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't actually know. I mean, actually answering the question, yes, it probably would be future self, but I don't think I would ask too many questions about the future. It would, and I wouldn't want specifics, like massive specifics, if that
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
think, would you imagine like you just get your future self? I would probably just take a look at her and like just hoping she's not like homeless in the street, like ghetto shit. But like okay, you're like in a, let's say like I wake up and she's like in a business suit and she's like have a kid. Like I would just be like
Yeah,
looking and just be like, okay, I'm good. And just like
yeah,
after that,
that's
that
literally
would just
it.
align my decision into like that person. And basically that's what you should do. Like when they call manifestation, it's just basically putting you into that future self and that higher
Mm,
self that you project to want and to be, and just act like such every day. So, even though like you're not a mom yet, if you want to be a mother of children, like try to, like your choices and your subconscious is going to go into that way of like a
hmm.
more motherly place, if
Yeah.
you see yourself, or you see yourself as a businesswoman, like if you see your business like hitting a million, like it's delusional until it's not anymore. And
Mm,
you need to act like you're treating $1 million business, or like the potential of being such. Same thing with you. Like we prepped to be top two mentality. Like that needs to carry on in everything that you do in life. Like it doesn't matter if the result is not right now. Like there's a reason why it didn't happen, which you make peace with that. But would you do a prep differently? Would you have done the prep differently with a mindset of like,
mm-mm.
oh,
No.
top 10 mentality, like top 20 mentality? Like the fuck? No. Like the same mentality still carry on and you still manifest. It's just universe have its own timing, so trust that. But
Yeah. No, I
yeah,
get that. That was a good question though. I like that a lot.
me too.
Okay. So we'll go back to a little bit lower, a little bit of a lesser question. Would you rather have less calories or do more cardio?
I'm gonna say less.
I thought that was going to be a lesser one.
No, because I know what you're gonna answer. You can answer first. I know you're gonna say less cardio, right?
Yeah.
You hate cardio. I'm gonna say
I
I'm
don't want
gonna
to move that
say
much.
yeah. I'm gonna say less cardio.
Hmm. So you can have more food.
It's just because, okay, I'm gonna say less cardio just because I know my body works better with more food and like more training. If I can do
Mine the
that
exact
trade,
same. Mine's the exact same.
and only because um my joint, like, girl, my joint when I do cardio, like, now I'm so it
My
hurts,
fatigue. My
like
fatigue is just so bad when I have like high amounts of cardio. My fatigue is so bad.
our
So
legs, like,
bad.
when you get like tired legs, like, I call it the tired leg syndrome. Like, it's really real. Like, my today my legs are so tired. I'm like, what did I do yesterday? And it's just like me,
Oh,
like, shopping
same.
around. Like, I went to Target, I went to Whole Foods, done. Yeah. So
Yeah.
just because of that. Otherwise, I would say no, less calories sucks. Like, let's just not go there.
I prefer to have less movement and be able to put those calories into a better use of like training
Yeah.
versus just having to burn them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely, yeah, I'd prefer that. Um, Random. Would you rather shave your head or have a head of hair that never stops growing? I just don't think I could shave my head though. Because I
And
just get haircuts every couple of days. I wouldn't mind that.
no, but hair that don't stop growing. So it means like you cut them and it grows back. You
Yeah,
understand?
it just never stops. It never stops growing, so it will just continue growing, even though if you cut it, it will still continue to grow. I just get haircuts. I just don't think I could have a bald head. I have nothing against bald heads, but I just feel like I don't think my face and my head shape is like can pull off a bald head. Do you know what do you know what I
But
mean? I feel like my head is a weird shape. Like I have a small head, so it
but
wouldn't
imagine like
look
imagine
good.
imagine like the hair management. Like, you need to like carry it off the
Ugh.
floor. Otherwise, like, you mop the floor and you have all dirty shit. No, fuck that. I go bald. Fuck that shit. No. I go bald and I wear a wig. Fuck that.
Actually, that's a good shout. That's actually a good shout. Yeah, I opt for that opinion, that option. That's so true. To be fair, that's what I mean. I'm very sporadic sometimes with my decision making because I don't think of the point. So it's good that you think things through more. You do think things through just that little bit more. So being indecisive actually helps you a lot more because I'm just like, oh no, this, and I don't think of the long term sometimes,
And
which is
that's
not
also
good.
why I work so well with a fucking meal plan. Like, it needs to be
Mm,
4 ounces of meat, sweet potatoes. Like, don't get me into that. If it's your macro shit, like, I'm gonna look at my breakfast. It's gonna take me 4 hours to decide what to eat. Like,
yeah.
because right now I can do either sweet or savory, like green pancakes or fucking bagel with, and that alone takes me like a whole hour in the morning to like figure it out. And sometimes halfway through the cooking, I'm like regretting my choice, and that sucks.
I can imagine you like, oh, I don't want this anymore. And you just making it anyway, just because you made it. I can actually so imagine you doing that, like just literally like, oh, I don't want to eat this, fuck's sake. Like not even like that annoyed, but like the way you would say it. That's so
It's like
funny. So
just like
funny.
just like mourning my
Oh,
choice, mourning
yeah,
my
you're like, oh God, that's hilarious. Oh, right, okay. Would you rather would you rather live for another 500 years or be reincarnated? I would be reincarnated. Because I feel like, so just you live for 500 years without, but
great.
I think your body would still continue to age at 500 years, like until 500 years. I feel like I'd rather be reincarnated.
Yeah, if it works like that, yeah, for sure. But if you live 500 years and you're like Twilight, and they just don't age,
Oh,
I
yeah.
would go
I
through
mean,
generations and generations.
yeah,
But
I'm
with this,
thinking of it as if you still age, like, which would be fucking weird to be fair.
okay,
But
no, reincarnated if that's the case,
yeah, yeah, I
right?
think reincarnated. Yeah, that makes sense. Because I wouldn't, because then you would, it's reincarnated when you get frozen and then you get brought back, isn't it?
Oh, like that. I was thinking born again. Hold on.
Wait, actually, no, maybe it might. Bro, I'm
Wait,
about to look really fucking stupid in a minute. Wait, I need to Google this because I can't
yeah,
move
me too.
forward.
Hold on.
Oh my God, the thing is, I
No.
reckon you're right.
Oh shit, babe. No, forget that. That's even like better. The rebirth of a soul in a new body. First of all, that's fucking freaky. That's some freaky ass shit.
Oh.
Imagine you're reborn in like my body, but your soul.
That's
No,
so,
or like
yeah.
Max's body.
That's
No, that's
so
bro. First of all, that's
weird.
fucking creepy as shit. Like it reminds me of that movie that they're like doing that. You know, they're like putting
Oh, what, Freaky
souls like they're trying.
Friday? Oh no.
Babe, Freaky Friday. I can't believe you just said that. First of all, I need to rewatch that movie because that movie is so fucking
It's a
good.
good, so
Such a
good, right?
freaky
Oh my God,
movie.
I can't. I can't. It's
Jesus,
like,
Freaky Friday.
it's fucking 7:30 at night. I'm tired as shit. Like, my brain is not working. It's switched the fuck off.
This is so good. No, that's freaky movie. I'll find the title, but I'm sure people know what I'm talking about. They're like in a
Oh,
rich, like a very rich. I think it's like Get Out or something, but it's like a rich soul
oh,
club, and
yeah. I know which
they
one you're talking about.
take the soul and they put the soul in the body. Yeah. Okay, so that's a little freaky. Are you? I mean, what
But
do you
I don't
say?
know what I
Would you
want.
rather get
But
reincarnated
I
or?
wouldn't. I wouldn't want to live for 500 years if I then did age, because I would. If it wasn't, if I didn't age and I kind of just like the age was kind of like was like extended. So like you would age. So you know when you age at like 100 and you're obviously very very old. Maybe you get to that point when it is 500 years, if that makes sense, versus it
Yeah,
being
no,
like, do you know what I mean?
no, of course, of course. So you're, yeah, because if you're like,
If there was no aging, there was no aging, then 500 years. But if I was aging, then I'd still do reincarnation, I think.
yeah, no, of
Because then you'd
course,
live a
yeah.
whole different life, which I think would be so cool, to be fair, in a way.
It's a different body with the same soul.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You'd live a whole different life, but you'd still have your old. Would you still have your old memories?
Yeah, the soul. Like, I mean, whatever you
Oh
feel.
my
I
God.
mean, let's not go into like what we
Yeah,
perceive
I
as
was gonna
what
say this is
soul
gonna be
is
so.
because
That's
that's
gonna be
gonna be
so.
deep as fuck. But
Yeah, that's gonna be way too much for my brain. But yeah, I would be. Yeah, that's my answer. I'd still be reincarnated if you had to age. If you didn't age, then I'd do 500 years.
I'm with you. Okay.
Jesus, that was so. Oh my God. Right. Oh God, I think this one's a bit too much, but I mean, it kind of goes with what. Would you Would you rather know the date of your death or the cause of your death? I don't think I would have known it fucking either, if I'm honest. I know. I'm
No,
like, that
fuck
was a bit
that.
dark, but
Fuck that. No.
yeah, no. I'm gonna move on quickly from okay, would you rather sweet or savory?
Hold on. I have an answer. Hold on.
I moved on. I was like, I don't even want to think about it. No.
Like sweet savory. Like from dead to sweet of savory. This episode is fucking like a roller coaster. I'm having like sweats, but
I
also
know, I'm
chills.
sweating. I'm
Bro, I have
sweating.
chills, but also like goosebump. I'm like, what's going on? Like my body that cannot cope with that episode. Okay, hold on. I have an answer. If you know the cause of that, you could make decision for the better ish. But do you want to fucking know? I don't really know. Do you want to live like you know you're gonna die anyway, which is like unfortunate. First of all, I wouldn't want my date.
I think I would want the cause. I don't think the date because I would live towards that date forever, and I just don't think I'd want to know.
Yeah,
Because
it's
if it
so
was closer
awful.
than you also thought, I think that would. Oh my God, that'd be.
But
Yeah, if
let's
you
say the
no.
cause is like lung cancer and you're smoking. But I mean, I'm not smoking, but I'm just putting out as an
Yeah.
example. Or like diabetes, like you would take care of like your sugar or something. Like I would
I
change
think you
my
would then you try to then live a better quality life if you actually knew the cause of it potentially, which would just make you
yeah
more aware. So yeah, I'd probably rather know the cause versus the date. I think the date would scare the shit out of me.
yeah fuck that.
Yeah. So that was a bit dark, but we'll
Yeah, a
come.
little bit. I
Jesus
mean,
Christ.
you guys, it's unavoidable. So like always live like it's your last day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But like
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
take care of your body and stay in good spirit. Okay,
Yeah.
let's move
So
on.
sweet or savory? Sweet or savory foods? It depends what mood, honestly. Like I can't say either because I'm such a big fan of both. Like you can't have sweet for every meal. I don't like sweet for every meal, but I love sweet stuff. And I love a good steak and I love a good, you know. So it depends. Oh fuck. If it was like I don't want to bring death back into it. But I was like, if it was like your last meal,
Yes.
Jesus Christ, your last meal, sweet or savory? Or even if it's the last meal of the day, what would you pick, sweet or savory? if you got the choice. I think sweet for me. If it was the last meal of the day, depending if I'd had dinner or not, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. You need to think about that, like, because
Because if I'm
I
not
would,
full, I will keep eating and I'll eat too much, I would say. If I'm not full and I have something sweet, then I'll just you want more of it. Your body craves more of it, doesn't it? So,
yeah, but I would probably go with savory, to be honest. I
hmm.
just know myself. I'm just trying to think like what kind of sweet. Um, but you can
Yeah,
only have
true.
so much cookies, before getting sick.
That's the thing.
You know what I'm saying? It's like sweet. What's sweet? Is it fruit like
To be fair, you're
cookies,
right.
ice cream? No, I would probably go savory, just like having the like pasta with.
You are actually completely correct. I'm going to change my answer already. I see this. So this is my toxic trait. Your toxic trait is you're indecisive, but in a good way, where you think things over. I'm someone that will be easily persuaded. So there's me just being like, oh yeah, 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 sweet, and then you say savory, and I'm like, oh yeah, 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 savory. Like I'm so easily persuaded, which is so bad.
No, it's just because I feel like you can relate to like my explanation. That's why we work so well
Yeah.
together, because I'm like, if you go and because you listen to what I actually say, you're like, that bitch that actually make
Mm.
fucking sense. Like I can actually, yeah, I could do that. But same with you. Like when you bring stuff up, I'm like, actually, and that's why
Yeah,
good friend just makes you think. But yeah, I'm indecisive
of
as fuck.
course.
I need to tell that to my therapist, actually. This is like an
Yeah.
issue.
Fuck. This is funny. This is so funny. Okay. Would you rather win your goal slash title whilst not being happy with your package, or feel 100% happy and satisfied with your package but not get the goal slash placing you wanted? So imagine winning the Miss Olympia title and you weren't happy with the shape that you brought, or you've brought a bomb ass shape, like, oh my God, in love with it, like top tier shape, this is the best shape ever, and not got the placing you wanted. I mean, what would you say to that? Because I'm not too sure.
So it's a tough question, and it's funny. I'm gonna tell that story real quick to you because I am supposed to put my video of the show on my YouTube because there's been like the show day,
Yeah.
and my videographer caught me crying into Kim's room, but I'm just like not bawling my eyes out, but I'm like here and I'm like tearing up, and I tell them like there's Kim on this side and Al on this side, and I'm like I'm just like I'm sad and I'm upset, and I use those two terms, but what I meant to say was like I'm just confused because I'm so and they're like, why? I'm like, because I'm so happy. I'm so happy, so that I don't understand. It doesn't correlate to replacing. It was such like a like I'm looking at myself in the video. I'm like, bro, like how can you do that? But I think it was the first time that I was so happy with my package. I just felt like all the way through that prep, Phoebe, like I was like, I'm so aligned, I'm so healthy, I'm so this, I'm so that. And like still looking at those pictures from the Olympia, to me, is my best shape. Like to me, like personally, I do feel like this is my best shape ever. Like even more than the Arnold. And like
I
I'm
completely
serious
agree.
with that. And I think, is it because like I feel healthier? Is it because I'm happier? Is it because I just feel more aligned? It's just like the Arnold was my 14th show, bro. Like I was tired,
Mm.
tired. I still won. I'm very proud of the shape that I brought, and like obviously I can see, but the Olympia, my waist was tighter. My I see my muscle. Like you know, I'm just so happy with my shape. So when I saw that video, and he's like, Kim is like, I would be upset with you if you weren't confused, because of course you go there, you want to win, and you're so happy, and then you don't get into that call out. It just like mess up with your head. But I think it was the first time that it happened to me that I was actually looking really good, feeling really good, and didn't get the placing. You know,
Yeah.
because when I think in Chicago Pro, when I won the show, I was too big, and they told me if you show up again like that, you're not gonna win because your glutes are too big, and and when it's the Olympia and the standard of the category is at stake, and like you can't afford to have that as the standard. And when I see my comparison again, I completely understand why. But Kim was like, I bet you when people are going to look at the picture, they're going to say, this is so beautiful. This is so feminine. This is so curvy. They're going to say this package is gorgeous by its own, you know? And he said that to me. And then I was just like, no, no, I know. And like, I'm just like crying. And I'm just like, my God, I look so crazy in that video. I'm like, I'm not putting that out because I look like, honestly, like a baby. I'm
You
like,
should.
I look like a baby, like immature little baby. I'm like, ew.
You know
But then,
what? I think you should definitely, one, you should definitely put that video up there because I think a lot of people would relate to you in a way that you don't see. I think you see at the moment, you probably see like, oh, I don't want to look like I'm complaining or upset, but the background behind it is so much stronger than what actually is like seen in the picture and stuff like that. And I think people would get that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think that would be really cool to like put, because also it's a very vulnerable moment for you. So obviously it's
yeah,
always difficult like putting that something like that up. But I recently just put up obviously a video of me and Adam just talking about post show, and so many. I was worried about putting it up. I'm the same. I was like, I don't know whether to put it up because it's a bit like personal. Him like obviously talking, you know, through things, and this is this giving me a bit of tough love. But so many people were like, this is so like it's good because it's relatable. You know, like it's okay for you to felt like you said, you weren't upset or sad. You were confused because you were like, I'm actually really fucking happy. You said this literally the day after the show on the podcast before. I remember you said that and I was like, I relate to that completely. Like you were so happy with your shape, but you were so happy with your shape, you're like, I should be feeling sad in this moment because I didn't get my goal, but I'm not sad. And
yeah,
it's two emotions. You're literally like, do I feel happy or do I feel sad? I don't fucking know. So you're like, I just feel overwhelmed. And I completely get that. And I think it's good that you're showing or you're talking about it now because a lot of people wouldn't, you know? So
yeah,
I think it's very
yeah. And I
relatable.
mean, I had time to like process, and you can see in the video too, like from like me being in the room right after prejudging and kind of like
Mm,
hearing, because it's also like when I go on stage, it's also like it's Kim and I's work. Like this man is
mm,
like literally helping me. I mean, even right now, he's texting me. He's like, I just my head hurts because I just like work on your routine and like analyze the shit. Like this, like he's on top of like it's like fuck, it's embarrassing. Like I feel like you feel like you're let down, you feel confused, you have all
yeah.
these you feel like all these emotions at the same time, and it's just like I'm in that little like room, and it's just my coach, my boyfriend, and me who feels so good, and it's like I'm confused because I feel I should feel the disappointment and guilt, and like you said, just like
Yeah.
sad and disappointed, but I'm like fuck, I'm still happy. And
Yeah.
you just and then we go back to the room, and Aldo is just like trying to make all these like changes, and I love that for him. And I just like you just like bring this up and like pump, and I'm like I want to say it's done, but I'm like okay, no, like that's when
Yeah.
you need to talk to yourself and be like no, like I'm a competitor at heart, and like Chap wouldn't be Chap if like she was gonna crumble right now. So like I have a boyfriend that supports me. Like I would be an asshole to just be like in bed and just be like, no, it's done. It's done. No, it's not done. And like you're still fucking top five in the world. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like, of course it's not what I wanted, but still. So no, that video, I don't know. And I was like, I'm like, I'm not gonna put it out, but I'm gonna put it out, and then I'll just do like an after video, like my afterthoughts or whatever when you see
Yeah,
that.
I think you should definitely put it up because one, people like again, they love to follow your journey, and I know it's hard obviously because you have like a huge following, and it's
Yeah.
hard sometimes because you there's a lot more opinion coming your way as well. So like trying to handle all those opinions, like it's a lot. It's a fucking lot. So, but I think definitely posting like your vulnerability is it's hard, but I think definitely so many people take away from that, 100%. But obviously, don't feel pressured. Obviously, it's your choice regardless. So, and regardless, people would understand anyway. So, okay, let me do two more, and then we'll say done because my god, we've been going for a while. This hasn't even felt like an over an hour episode, but it's gone by so quick. It's gone so quick.
That's crazy. Yeah, because we have we have the other like 15 minutes that's recording on the other thing.
Yeah. Okay. So let me try and find the good ones. Oh, okay. Would you rather have more muscle in the bikini category or keep it at what it currently is? And this is quite funny asking both of us because you're like, um,
No, I do think that bikini needs to stay where it's at right now.
yeah, I agree.
As an overall, it would be selfish as fuck for me to be like, oh yeah, more muscle. Like, no.
I like the way that the division is at the moment because it shows off a lot of feminine, like we said, a lot of femininity, a lot of balance. It's not because bikini is not supposed to be. I mean, to be fair, bodybuilding is it supposed to be an overwhelming like. It's supposed to be, yes, the physique is like outstanding, but nothing's supposed to be like stand out, like shoulders are this or glutes are this or whatever. It's not supposed to be an out of balance kind of category, or any either of them are. So I do feel like the current category at the moment, it's definitely improved since like back in the day, because I remember back in the day, like 2018, 19, I was too muscular for the division. Now I need more. Do you know what I mean? So the criteria has not changed, but it's developed, it's evolved in a way.
Yeah, you need more
And I
at the
like
right
where it's
place.
at. And I like where it's at the moment. I like where it's at because I haven't capped out the criteria, which is good. So yeah, I would keep it the same, if I'm honest. I would keep it the same for sure. Okay, let's get a good one. One more. They're pretty much all now. A lot of them are food ones. A lot of them are food ones, like the exact same, like sweet or savory. Would you rather have low carbs or high carbs? Would you rather? Okay, there's one. This is a really random one. Would you rather sleep for 24 hours or stay awake for 24 hours?
Awake.
Oof. Yeah, that's right. True, same. I feel like staying asleep for is a long time. I can't even sleep for fucking 4 hours, let alone 24 hours.
But you missed
That'd
out.
be tough. Yeah. You miss out on life too much. You miss out on all those types of things. So, yeah. And that's the last one. Oh, let me try and find a better one. I feel like that was... yeah, they're pretty much all food ones, to be fair.
Yeah, I was gonna go in depth with that last question, but I'm too hungry now.
I was gonna say we've been going for a while. So yeah, that was the last one. But we definitely need to do that again because that's actually really funny.
That was so fun.
I like these types of like this or that or like would you rather's like games and stuff. So we'll definitely have to try and think of some more fun things like that. But yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
The drinking game I was talking about, it's like you're around, like, I mean, we used to do it in a fireplace, and it was like someone would say, it was always so sexual. Oh my God, we're so obnoxious. The fuck? Okay, but like, have you ever, have I ever?
Have you ever? Oh my God, yes! I play that all the time. All the time.
Have you ever peed in the wood? You drink.
Yeah.
If you did or not.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
But that was more like teenage, like older, because it got, that was sexual as fuck.
Like, yeah, like, have you ever done this? Yeah. Teenagers would be like, have you done this? And if you drink, everyone would be like, oh my God, you've done that. And I'm like, and I hate when people ask me a question because you'd have to think of a really good one. And I remember one time I couldn't think of anything, and I was literally like, and you know when you're at like, I don't know if you're in like a party or a large group, and I used to get really embarrassed. I was never like the out there type of person. Like when I was younger, I get really embarrassed easily. And I was like, has anyone ever had McDonald's? Has anyone ever had McDonald's before? And everyone was like, what the fuck? Like,
I can't
fucking think of anything. But yeah. So, but that's a game that we played that a lot when we were younger as well. So that's so
fun.
I know. Yeah, definitely have to do those again. Well, maybe we should play Have You Ever on here once. Not with the alcohol, but just Have You Ever, just in general. And we'll get people to ask us questions. I don't think I'd want that type of vulnerability though, being known on on our channel.
I'll take care of the question because you're gonna be on the spot. No, you're gonna sweat your balls if I do that.
Yeah,
you will never agree to that.
No, it'll be fun though. So, but thank you guys for watching and listening, and hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you do, please comment below if there's any topics or anything like that you want us to cover kind of similar to this, because that was fun. It was a lot of fun. But make sure you like, subscribe, all those fun things, and get your tickets for obviously on the 1st of December for the 14th of January. Because
Right. And
we've added
if you
another
do,
date.
and if you do, please let us know. Just like put an emoji, whatever. Just let us know. Like we want to know who's coming.
Yeah.
Want to know who you are. And obviously we're gonna talk about more like details in the upcoming episode. Love you guys so much.
Ooh.
Love you, Phoebe. Have a great rest of your evening. And I'm gonna go get my
Yes.
green pancake this morning because we're in a little sweet tooth this morning. So get my
Mood.
pancakes.
Love that. See y'all soon.